today's date is 8/29/22, and the title of today's lesson is Fraction to Decimal to Percent. Fraction, decimal, a percent. Let's zoom that in. You did learn this in 6th grade, so this should just be a continuation of what you learned in 6th grade. All right. Ready? So we're going to take a fraction. Timing is everything. And turn it into a percent, and then turn it into maybe, or this way, into a decimal. Do you guys remember doing this in 6th grade? This like pyramid thingamajig, fraction, decimal, percent, right? Make sure your iPads are off. You're gonna need them for a seminar, so make sure you're not wasting your battery, because you're gonna need that for testing. I only used it for 10 minutes for the do now. I don't feel guilty about it. It's just 10 minutes. Make sure you charge it tonight. I don't think it's going to last you more than 2 days. That testing, it's going to be great, kid. It's going to be great. All right. Does anybody know the decimal of 3/4? Does anybody have 3/4 memorized from last year? It does not have a 3 or a 4 in its answer. Yes, Ben? Very good, kiddo. Very good. All right. So how do we get 0.75? So here we go. So there's an easy way. Did your teacher last year teach you the easy way? I call it the easy way, where you take your fraction and you set it equal to 100. Did any teacher teach you that last year? Yes? No? Okay, cool. I'm going to call it the easy way. It's like a shortcut. If it works, it's really awesome. But it doesn't work all the time in 7th grade. So I got to teach you the way it works all the time. All right. So to change it into a decimal, okay? Oh, I can't spell it. Decimal, okay? We're going to put the top number inside the division box and the bottom number outside, okay? This is how you're always going to do it. The top number goes inside, the bottom number goes outside. It doesn't matter which number is bigger or smaller or whatever. The top number goes inside, the bottom number goes outside. Top goes inside, bottom goes outside. So, what number goes inside the division box? Yes, what number? 3. What number would go outside then? 4. Good. All right. Okay. Does 4 go into 3? Nope. So we're going to put a 0 on top of the 3. Do we see here? The 0 goes on top of the 3. So we're doing that. We're doing it nice and neat. Okay. Now, what do I do? Where? And then what else? Decimal on top, okay? So we're going to add a 0 here and a decimal there. Very good. Now, Miss Amelia, I'm not really good at dividing. Well, that's perfectly fine. No big deal. We take our agenda, which a lot of you already have out, right? We take our agenda, we open it up to page 77. Here it is. Here's 77, right? How do I use a multiplication table to divide, right? The 4 is the number outside, right? So you're going to look for the 4 on this side, okay? And now you're going to look for 30. Well, there's no 30, right? So we're going to go for a number that's less than 30. Really, really close to 30, but smaller, not bigger. So when I look at this, I look at the 4. Oh, 32. Can I use 32? No. Can I use 28? Yeah. So I can use 28. Now, what number gives me 28 from the 4? 7. So you see 7 times 4 is 28. So I'm going to put this 7 on top. Okay? Now some of you know how to do this, which is fantastic. Some of you are like, what? It's magic. This is how you do long division. 4 times 7 is 28. This 28 goes right here. 28. And then we subtract. So subtract. What do we get when we subtract? 2. Sophia, sit up for me, please. Thank you. Now, what do I do with this remainder? Put another 0, bring it down. Now I have 20. So now, I go to the 4, and I find 20. Oh, it's right there. Then I go up. What's my number I'm going to use? 5. So, like, these bottom numbers are the numbers you're looking for. Right? Okay, I found 20. 5. These numbers are the numbers you put on top. 5. 5 times 4. 20, remainder 0. Yay, we're done. Woohoo. So what's our decimal? Yeah, 0.75. And that's what Ben told us like a million hours ago. But that's how we solve for it, okay? Now, what is 0.75 as a percent? Percent would just be 75%. We can go that way too. Does anybody know the use of the word deep when it comes to this? Did anybody show you that in 6th grade? Yeah? Cool. You can use it here, right? D stands for decimal, P stands for percent. So if it's 0.75, we would move the decimal 1, 2 to turn it into a percent, and we would move it this way. All right. I mean, this is a lot. We did a lot for this one problem. But is it brand new? No, you started this in 6th grade. You started this in 6th grade. All right. Don't put away that. No, don't put it away. We're gonna need it. We're gonna need it. All right. You ready? All right. I want to know what is the decimal of 2 over 5. Oh no, the rat. 2 over 5. What is the decimal? What is the decimal of 2 over 5? What do I have to do? Put it in the division box. Come on, Santiago. Can we do it? Can we do it? What happened to my marker? All right, what number goes inside the division box? 2. What number goes outside? 5. Does 5 go into 2? Nope. So what do I write? A 0 on top, a decimal, and a 0. All right. How many times 5 go into 20? 4. If you don't know, you go to the line for the 5, right? And you try to find this number, 20. Ah, there it is. There's 20, right? So then you go up. Oh, it's 4. That's the number I put up here. 4. 4 times 5? 20. Oh, I'm done. Yay. All right, so what's my decimal? 0.4. But now I want to know what my percent is. So what is my percent of 0.4? No. What is it? 40. How do they get that? Think of the word deep. So my answer right now is 0.4, right? How many times do I move my decimal? 2 times to the right. 1 and 2. Oh no, I have an empty space here. What do I fill it in with? A 0. And that's how our answer is actually 40%, not 4%. Be okay? Review from 6th grade. We certainly did this in 6th grade. Oh, when life was so much easier, huh? Yeah. Oh, look, she even did look what she did here with you guys. Percent of fraction. You had a little foldable. Aw, look at that. But your denominators were always 100. That's not true for here. Oh, you did ones. You see, you did ones here. The big ones. Oh, you see example. You have to divide. Oh, look at this ugly example, right? Because it was long division. But you did this. You literally did this in 6th grade. Oh man, look at all this. You see, decimal to fraction. She had you do all of this fun stuff. If you have your notebook from last year, feel free to use it, right? You see, convert to a percent using a giant 1. Convert to a fraction. Fun times. So this should not be new to you, what we're doing. We're just doing it a little bit faster because you did it in 6th grade with Miss Benavente or Miss Bañuelos. All right, let's do a really hard one. Are you guys ready for a really hard one? Yeah. 1/2. Now, should you know the decimal of 1/2? Yes. What is the decimal of 1/2 without doing any work? Yes. If you don't know, you should know. So I have 1 and 2, right? So we're going to do long division. If we don't know, 0. Oh, how many times does 2 go into 10? 5. So that gives me 10, 0, 0. So my decimal is 0.5. So if my decimal is 0.5, what is my percent? Good. I'm glad you guys did not say 5%. Do you guys remember any of this from last year? A little bit? Really. No? Great. Great. All right, let's do 1/4. Another fairly easy one. All right, so if it's 1/4, what number goes inside the division box? 1. Here's my division box. 1 goes inside, 4 goes outside. Long division doesn't become easier until you just keep doing them. And practice does make perfect on long division. You'll fear it less. How many times does 4 go into 1? 0. Now we have 10. Now how many times does 4 go into 10? 2. 2 times 4? 8. Remainder 2. Add a 0, bring it down. We have 20. How many times is 4 going to 20? 5. Good. 5 times 4? 20, 0, 0. All right. So our decimal is 0.25. What is our percent? 25%. How do I do that? Again, you just take your decimal and you move it 2 times to the right. 1, 2, and that gives us our percent. Maybe your teacher taught you that last year. Maybe she did not. I don't know. There's one thing I want to point out to you. Do you see how your fraction is 1/4, but your decimal is 0.25? You see how none of these numbers end up in your answer, right? 99% of the time, the numbers in your fractions are not in your decimal, okay? Because I will have kids, you don't have to write this down. They'll be like, oh, Miss O'Malley, what did we just do, 1/4? Miss O'Malley, 1/4, yeah? What's the decimal of 1/4? And they'll go like this, 1.4. And then I'll go, why? Well, Miss Amaya, there's a 1 in the 4, so don't we just write it like this? No, that's not correct. Oh, okay, I know. It's 0.14. And I'm like, how'd you get 0.14? Oh, well, because there's a 1 in the 4. And then I just walk away. What's our real answer? Our real answer for 1/4 is 0.25. So I wish it was that easy for you to just go like, oh yeah, it's 0.14 because there's a 1 in the 4. Unfortunately, math is not that easy. So 99% of the time, these numbers are not in the answer. Look at the answer for 1/2. Do I have a 1 or a 2 in here? No. 2/5. Do I have a 2 or a 5 in the answer? No. So when you're doing these and you're just, you're trying to take a shortcut, no bueno, no bueno. All right. Woo. Intense. All right. We're going to stop the notes right here. We have 4 minutes left. I want to go over something from your from your homework before we pack